Now a discussion on the outsourcing of intelligence gathering to the private sector. Speakers include former CIA Director Michael Hayden and former Homeland Security Secretary Michael Chertoff. From the National Press Club, this is about an hour, 20 minutes.
We'll go ahead and get started. I want to thank each of you for making your way to the National Press Club on this hot, muggy August morning. You've helped us answer the question of whether Washington is empty in August. The answer is no. We thank you all for being here with us today for this joint Newsmakers and Book and Author Committee event. My name is Mark Sheff. I'm chair of the Newsmakers Committee and also Washington correspondent for Workforce Management, a business magazine published by Crane Communications. The Book and Author Committee chair is Andrew Schneider. Andrew is right over here to my right. Andrew is an associate editor at Kiplinger Washington Editors. In this morning's Newsmaker, we're going to explore the privatization of intelligence, a topic whose news peg was sharpened, to my delight, by today's front page stories on the CIA outsourcing 2004 operations designed to kill Al-Qaeda leaders. We have with us an outstanding panel to delve into this topic. First, I want to introduce General Michael Hayden, who is to my immediate left. He is a retired four-star Air Force general who served as the director of the National Security Agency from 1999 to 2005 and director of the CIA from 2006 to 2009. To my right, my immediate right, is another former Bush administration official, Michael Chertoff, who was Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security in President Bush's second term from 2005 to 2009. He was the second head of the agency in its history. We also have on the panel with us, to my far left, Jack Devine. He is a 32-year veteran of CIA. I'm not 32 either. A 32-year veteran of the CIA, who is now president of Arkin Group, an international crisis management firm in New York City. And to the far right is our moderator for today, Joe Fender, a New York Times bestselling author who has, for many years, written about the intersection of espionage and business. His latest book, Vanished, was released by St. Martin's Press on Tuesday, and Joe is the reason this is a joint Newsmakers and Book and Author Committee event. He will sign copies of his newest book afterwards right outside. Joe will, as I said, moderate, and each panelist will give an opening statement, and then we'll move to Q&A. During Q&A, I would ask that each of you please identify yourself and your organization. We like to know who has joined us for these events, and I invite you to go to the microphones that are stationed in each aisle. So I will now turn the proceedings over to Joe Fender.
So I hope you realize that this lead story in the New York Times today and this whole series of CIA leaks has been artfully orchestrated by my publisher for this panel to make it work. What actually began as a crass attempt to introduce my novel Vanished and its hero, a guy named Nick Heller, who's a private spy, has evolved into something a lot more interesting, which is a way for me to display my ignorance of intelligence issues in front of people who know a lot more about it, and some very, very accomplished people who I want to thank for showing up here. What I want to do is I want to sort of moderate the first half and then open it up to questions. I would like to basically serve as not quite a moderator, but as an enhanced interrogator, you might say. So my feeling is there really are two parts to this whole private spies issue. One is the outsourcing of intelligence operations and functions by our government to outside contractors. And then another one, which is a lot less talked about, is the evolution of this really interesting profession of